Hello and welcome to Module 1 of Lead Generation and Appointment Setting. So we're going to talk about these two things that are very crucial, and it's kind of like laying down the first foundation for you to become very successful in this business. We're going to be talking about a couple of things. One is how to pick a niche. 2 is how to actually find businesses using the web. 3 will be joint ventures and how to get hot leads sent to you directly, so you just set these people up on their own SMS campaign. And 4, we're going to be talking about a walk-in cold technique that has worked for ages for anyone who's done any type of selling, face-to-face with business owners. The first thing I want to talk about is picking a niche. When you start off, pick a market that you're really comfortable with. We started with the restaurant industry because, well, they do have a high product markup. Plus they have a lot of foot traffic, which makes it really easy for us to build the list. The last reason is because we love food, and the restaurant industry is really fun. When you have appointments with restaurant owners, they always want you to try their food, and it is great because you get food on the go, and usually it's free, so it's pretty fun. That's why I started this at first. I just love checking out new restaurants, and I love to eat, so that's why I started there. But I just knew that there was a lot of foot traffic, and they had some pretty good markups. Also, you want to pick a niche that does a lot of traditional advertising. SMS works really great if you want to add like a call to action in the business's marketing. So let's look at someone's website. What could they do if they had the powerful tool of SMS? They could have a little form on their website that says, hey, get all of our specials or updates. Just send a quick text message or enter your phone number. You could have a form on there. Most providers for SMS, they do have forms. They could have a form where they put in their phone number, and then they get a text message directly after they've done that with a special or deal. Facebook, the same thing. You could be sending out a Facebook message saying, hey, join our text message VIP list. Just text message the word VIP to 595959. Newspapers are a great way to do it. If you have anyone who's doing any type of traditional advertising, you now have a very quick call to action that they can use. TV, radio, can you imagine being in the car and your wife or husband is driving or whatnot, and you get a text, you get out your cell phone and you're reading your text messages and stuff, and all of a sudden on the radio you hear, hey, it's Bellagio's Pizza, just send the keyword or text message the word pizza to 595959 right now, and the first 20 people to do so will get 50% off on their pizza tonight. And then they text message in and they build a database, and then the client calls in with their coupon. Very powerful and very cool. So that's why I like this business. It's fun. It really is fun. All right, so let's have a little bit of a brainstorming session here where we will talk about a few niche ideas, so just so you can start looking at different markets and maybe see one that you really like. So restaurants, we've talked about them. Pubs and bars have a ton of foot traffic. So imagine you're in the middle of you're dancing, you're having fun in the bar, and then the music stops. The guy gets on gets right on the bar and starts saying, hey, anyone who text messages the word, tequila to 3736, 36 gets a, free tequila shot tonight only, right? So that would work extremely well to build a database, build a lot of leads, and then they can market to those leads on a weekly basis to get them to come back in. So it works extremely well. Pool halls, the same thing. They have slow days, so this works really well. Oil changers. You'll see that they're two different type of industries when we're doing this, or two different type of markets. One is the more reusable product, appointment setting market, and the other one's really just foot traffic, getting people to come back more and more and way more often. So those are the two things that you're going to look at. So oil changers, can you imagine setting a business up on a text message campaign so that when someone comes in to change their oil, it sends out a message at a exact specific time frame in a couple of months to get them to come back when their oil is due. Bowling alleys do really well with this because they have slow days as well. Spas are great because most spas, they do have any type of appointment setting. So if you're doing a massage, stuff like that, so you could have an appointment and ask the person for their cell phone number and tell them that they'll get a text message the day of or the day before. And then what you can do is market to that list on a weekly or monthly basis to get them to come back. Hair salons are great. Can you imagine having a list of 300, 400, 500 people on your SMS list? And then it gets really slow. You look at the appointment book, the person looks at their appointment book who owns the salon and says, wow, today is dead. Well, can you imagine sending a text message out to 300, 400, 500 people saying, hey, the first 10 people to call us in today to book an appointment gets a 30% off a blow dry and a cut. Very, very powerful stuff. Golf clubs are great because they have tee-off times, and again, when it's slow, you could just send out a text message saying, hey, come out today and save 20% or whatnot. Dentists and eye doctors, these are more appointment, dentists are more appointment, more on an appointment basis. Eye doctors, a lot of them sell contacts, which they sell reusable contacts. And I know my wife should be changing hers every 30 days. And this is where I saw a big opportunity because she wasn't. She was forgetting about it. And then she would just, her eyes would get really itchy and red and stuff. So the thing that we did for them is we set them up on an SMS so it messages their clients every 30 days that are on the reusable contacts. So it gets them to use more product more quickly because they don't forget. And then at the 90-day mark, it sends them a reminder to come in and pick up their next prescription. Absolutely powerful stuff, guys. This one technique has increased the sales like you would not believe for eye doctors. It works extremely well. Theaters as well, they have empty seats if there's some shows and stuff. So it's a great way to build a list. Is when there is a big show, you announce the text messaging list, you let them know that they'll get updates on all the events and stuff of the theater, and as well as get discounts, last minute seat discounts. And then once the day before of a show or the night before or whatnot, you can send out a text message saying, hey, 50 seats are available. The first 50 people to call in will get a 20% discount. Any major event in your city works really well with SMS because they can build a list and then keep the city, the people that were at the event updated about what's going on in the city. Plus, you can sell advertising to the list, which is really, really great. Hotels and conference centers go hand in hand. Imagine having a big conference and getting everyone to text message in. Or you're having like an MLM conference, everyone text messages in. And then you can text message the list on a monthly basis just with updates and what's going on. Or if you're a conference center, you can actually sell marketing spots to local businesses with the list and say, hey, if you want to spend $200, I'll send a message to this list. They're in a conference center, they're hungry, they're going to be looking for food, and if you give them a great deal, they might come in and see you. Radio stations, they do a lot of contests and stuff like that, so this works extremely well. Gyms, MLM companies, fitness boot camps, I mean, the list goes on and on. There's just so much stuff that you can do with this. And you can help businesses because it's a quick way to capture a lead or to capture a prospect or a client. And there's a quick way to guarantee your message gets to them because 95% of text messages are read within the first 15 minutes, which is absolutely powerful. We're going to be talking about building a list here. That's the next thing that we want you to focus on. So once you find a market, you find a niche, here are a few ideas that you'll be able to use to build your own list of leads. So Google Places will be a great place to start. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Lead Scraper using ELF, group buying sites, and joint ventures will be the next thing that we are going to be looking at as well. Using the yellow pages is a great tool. You know about this one. You just grab your yellow page and you sort of go through them and you start calling. And again, we're going to teach you, don't be afraid when I say you're going to start calling. You're going to be calling to offer something of great, great, great value. So don't be afraid about that one. All right, let me boot up here my Google Places so we can look at how to start generating leads with Google Places.